So I was my outfit was assigned to Nuremberg, the 26th Infantry, and rather be in the field. Okay, I was lucky enough to get a job at the courtroom as an MP with the guards.
Awesome.
Because I was 6'2", and I stayed there, and that's how I met Mom coming out of the PX one time.
Go ahead.
What's the PX? I know the ice skating. I know the ice
rink. Okay. In that time, okay, after the war was over, the Army always had special forces where you go in and play hockey or baseball or something. So everybody wants to go out because they know it's going to be easy duty. You're not going to have to lay in the field or lay outside.
Sure.
So I applied for the hockey and made the team.
Nice.
Nice ice hockey. How the heck did a guy?
Did you know how to play ice hockey?
Because I just always skated. I always liked skating. Every time I got an opportunity, I skated.
But hockey or just ice skating?
Hockey.
Wow.
I used to love hockey.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep.
That's where the boys get it. Okay, keep going.
Of course, at that time, we never had helmets or anything like that.
That's crazy. What position did you play?
Hold it. Let's still go back to my mom. So wait a minute. So you were dating this other woman and then met Mom.
Friend.
Oh, it was your friend. So
Yes.
you stole your. Oh, you kind of did a Gail and Jean Albert
I
move.
was just going to say that. You stole your friends.
Apple doesn't fall far from the
Yeah, I mean, you
She
know.
has a lot of boyfriends.
Apple
Everybody
doesn't
had me engaged to this person, and I wasn't engaged to anybody, period.
All right,
Okay,
So then you
so
saw
keep going.
Mom, and what'd you think? Like, what were your thoughts?
With Mom?
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
did you
right
say
away,
like?
okay, I knew that was a woman I wanted to marry.
Oh,
Now, why
I
did you
love
say-
that.
Why, Dad?
Because the way she is today, okay, she's such a great lady, okay, wonderful lady.
Yes. So you knew that right away?
And kept right away. I did anyway. I
And
don't know
Mom,
about her.
tell me your reaction. Do you remember seeing Dad for the first time?
Yeah, I thought he was okay. He was pretty good.
Were you looking for an Englishman or were you looking for an
No,
American?
I really wasn't looking for anyone because I was having a great time.
How old
because,
were you?
20, at that point?
Yeah.
20, I guess, 20. And Judge Biddle had an airplane, and every weekend he'd take the
Get
staff
out of here.
to different countries, you know.
Not me,
Get
her.
out of here, really?
To Prague. We went to Prague and down to Italy and all kind of great places.
So
I was having
That's
a
why I'm
great-
saying,
So
how
this
did you
older-
score that
during,
judge? That was a great
Yeah, I was
judge.
going to say, so this
During-
older man was taking all the young
Right.
secretaries to
No,
different
no dummy.
countries.
No.
He was
no,
no
It
dummy.
was nothing like that. Judge
Yeah.
Biddle was a very, he'd been some important person in the American hierarchy. I forget what he was. He was like
Yeah.
Secretary of State or something like that.
So, go
Very
ahead.
nice
So, Dad,
person.
I
And
love
then,
Judge Biddle, but I want to hear about Dad. So, Dad, you looked at Dad and you said, like, okay, is he a worthy candidate? Where were you? with
No,
that?
we just, I know how it ended up like that. I went home to England on leave sort of thing. And he just showed up.
At her door with the pound up.
And really, I had another friend at home who was in the Air Force, George. His name was George Andrews. I know his name. I remember his naming.
You were dating another guy?
I had.
Wait, so you had no idea. You go back to England
I go
and
back
then Dad
to
just
England,
shows up.
and yeah,
Dad shows up.
He just showed up.
I followed
You
her.
met in Nuremberg,
Yeah.
and then Grandpa just shows up at your door in England.
Right.
Well, I was home on
That's
leave.
serious
She was on the lead.
cojones,
She was
Pa.
on the lead. Yep. And I
Okay.
wanted to meet her parents.
And you had no idea, Grandma.
No, I had no idea. In fact, I was kind of aggravated that he would traipse around and come along after.
Yeah, because then he slept on your couch.
What
Right?
a treat that was. Everything was freezing. There
It
was
seems to me it was the
we
winter.
had no heat.
And we don't have heat upstairs, and so you have a glass of water by the side of your bed, and it was frozen solid. So he
Get
was
out of town. Serious? So, okay, so Pa shows up at your door and you're annoyed. So when did you go from annoyed to, okay, maybe this guy's okay?
I don't know. He went back, I guess, and I still had
No,
finished
first of
my
all, I
leave.
got to tell you, her father said to me, I think.
Oh, yeah, this is later on.
Oh, later on,
Came
okay,
back
sorry
again.
about that.
But had you dated before that? Dated before?
They just met each other at the
Like,
roller
just-
skating rink.
And you
Wait
just
a
showed
second,
up?
there was no dating. Where'd you go? There was no place to go.
Yeah, he just showed up. And
You went from an ice skating rink to her house?
pretty
I mean,
much.
that's a
Sort
big
of,
jump.
yeah.
In a different country, no less.
Yeah.
Different country.
Yeah, yeah, Dad. Yeah,
That's
pretty
serious
bold.
cojones.
That's big.
What you call having brass balls.
Yes.
Balls, all right.
Glad you said it. I was trying to say
Serious
it.
cojones. All right.
Keep going. So wait, so how'd you get
surprised,
from...
Mom? What was your thought when you saw him at the door?
I was
annoyed.
upset. I didn't
She was
want
annoyed.
this guy traipsing around after me. I had another friend, and he
She
was
was
in the
dating
Air
George.
Force.
Yeah, and so you said to him,
And,
"What are you doing here?"
I forget.
Wait, I have a question, Grandma. Did you talk to him, or was it more like he was talking to your parents? Did you actually speak to him? Did you have like?
Oh, I wondered what the heck he was doing there. He'd never been to England. He didn't know anything about it. He didn't know where
I can't believe you
was.
found her address, and she just showed up at her house. That's serious.
Let me tell you, at that time, black market was very good. All you had to be, it was a GI, okay, and find out what you could sell and what you could get. for it,
Actually,
and
I
where you
paid
could
for my wedding dress with like 3 cartons of cigarettes because money meant nothing.
Money was
Isn't
nothing.
that
You
funny?
had no money. Didn't mean a thing.
Money
It
meant
was just
Oh, that's
paper.
kind of
That's
interesting.
really
We make it
interesting.
back-
That-
Actually, we make it back to that. American
You get the
money or
Sears
any
catalog,
money?
You can send away for stuff.
There wasn't any
And it's sold
money.
back.
They would
Currency.
pay you, but
Made
each
a lot of money.
person
Yeah, yeah.
got an allowance of
Wow.
liquor and cigarettes, which of course you didn't need, but that was the.
They
that
paid you
was
with
the-
liquor and
No,
cigarettes?
you were allowed to buy them. I mean, they paid you in money, but you were allowed to buy those at the PX, and they knew perfectly well you weren't going to use 10 cartons of cigarettes or
And you just
so-
traded that for.
And that was what you used. There was
Wow.
God, we're gonna be
money,
screwed because
money
now
meant
nobody's
nothing.
smoking.
Money meant absolutely
Linda,
nothing.
you're gonna be
well,
rich. I'm
you
gonna
know
need
what?
your
We'll
chickens.
drink forever.
Yeah, I'm gonna need Linda's